Hello everybody, Chase fan number 9 here, and today I'll be doing my first race review for my channel, and this is for today's NASCAR Xfinity Series race that just wrapped up a short while ago, and we're gonna look over of what we saw throughout the race. So, green flag flies. Everyone was concerned about the weather because there had been weather in the area ever since the garage opened this morning. Final Cup practice, Xfinity qualifying were rained out, but we managed to get Cup qualifying in, so that's a good thing. Harvick's on the pole, so that's good. But anyways, back to the Xfinity race. Yeah, so green flag flies. Riley Herbst in his third Xfinity start led the field to green, but he didn't last long up front as he was overtaken by drivers like Justin Allgaier and Christopher Bell and all that. Yeah, the field was set by owner's points, and the 18 was leading, so, excuse me. Yeah, so Riley Herbst led the field to green, led the first lap, but after that, he was never seen again. And Justin Allgaier was one of the favorites to win tonight, especially after what happened at Bristol last week. But Bristol, he had the engine let go on him, so that was a bummer. Then Cole Custer starts coming into the picture, and he dominated this race, led like 122 out of the 250 laps. So I got to give props to him. Second win this season and fourth of his career, so that's good. Yeah, so it was a pretty decent race, and everyone was worried that the race was going to be cut short because of the weather, but I'm very surprised. Just like Bristol last week, we actually made it through a race without any weather, and they were showing the radar, and every time the rain reached the track, it would like split. It would like go around the racetrack, like trying to avoid it. Well, I guess Mother Nature doesn't want to do any more rain delays this year. So yeah. So let me just yeah. So Justin Allgaier won the first stage. Good for him. Swept all the stages last week at Bristol, and he won the stage. Then Cole Custer won the second stage. I missed the end of the first stage because I was taking a nap, but when I woke up, I learned that Allgaier went so good. And it was a pretty decent. I can actually go back and look at the stage 1 results right now. So Justin Allgaier, Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, Noah Gragson, John Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, Zane Smith, Chase Briscoe, and Brandon Jones was your stage. That's your stage 1 results. And yeah, it was pretty. And I tell you, man, the restarts towards the end because of the incoming rain and people getting worried that the race was getting cut short. I mean, I'll tell you, towards the end of the race, they were being very aggressive. And I actually find that good because you want to get a good finish regardless if it rains or not. But if it did, you want to be in a good position. So it is what it is. We had a few wrecks towards the end, but after the last restart, it was pretty clean towards the end. Now look at stage 2. And then Cole Custer won stage 2. Yes. So here's your stage 2 results. Cole Custer, Austin Cindric, John Hunter Nemechek, Zane Smith, Ryan Sieg, Noah Gragson, Chase Briscoe, Tyler Reddick, Brandon Jones, and Justin Haley. Your top 10. Yeah, so, yeah, speaking of which, Brandon Jones was having a good run until the engine let go, and he was pretty much screwed. Or let's just say he was pretty much done. It's his third DNF. He needs to be a little bit more consistent, though, in terms of... Yeah, so... Yeah, and then Christopher Bell, who swept both Richmond races last year, he had he made contact on the first side after one of the restarts, and his right front tire was rubbing. Then, towards as we got closer to the end of the race, he actually spun out, not from the tire, but from contact from Noah Gragson, and he got sideways enough to bring out the caution. So that was pretty unfortunate. He did run up into the top 3, but then he got shuffled back on a late race pit stop, and he was never seen again. But at least he made it towards the end, so that's good. Besides, he's got his wins at Atlanta and Bristol last week, so hey, it is what it is. And I have to give props to Zane Smith. After bad luck in his first Xfinity race and another run in his last one, comes home with a top 10, not a top 5, a top 10, 6th place to be exact. So this is a good sign, things to come for him. And then I have to give props once again, Ryan Sieg, 39 car for RSS Racing, another second top 5 this season. Another great finish. I've been rooting for Ryan Sieg ever since he came in the full time in the Xfinity Series back in 2014, and I've been rooting for him ever since. I hope if he wins a race, I'll be very happy. Ryan Sieg did finish 5th in the race, so that was pretty good for him. Top 5 Daytona and top 5 tonight. Yeah. There was Christopher Bell was was a comer and a goer throughout the race, and it was at least he rebounded for a bit, but then dropped back, so that he didn't last long. Let's see. Yeah, Riley Herbst, he fell to the top 10 but recovered to finish 9th, so great recovery for tonight's pole sitter. And on the last restart, Cole Custer and Austin Cindric on the front row coming on the final restart. Cindric actually got a better start, and it is legal for the leader to jump the first place driver on a restart, not the start of the race, the restart. NASCAR looked over it and said that Cindric's move was okay. I'm like, man, Cindric, you could win this thing, but Cole Custer overpowered him, and it is what it is. I'm not trying to say I hate Custer. I like Cole Custer as a driver. I'm like, man, Cindric should have won that race. But anyways, it was a great battle, and besides, Custer had his car was much better than Cindric's car was, because once he got the lead from Cindric, he was off to the races, and with that, Cole Custer wins the ToyotaCare 250 once again it's his 2nd win this season and the 4th of his career. So let's go over the results. So Cole Custer won. Austin Cindric held on for 2nd. It ties his best career finish. Justin Allgaier came home 3rd. Tyler Reddick 4th. Ryan Sieg 5th. Zane Smith 6th. John Hunter Nemechek 7th. Chase Briscoe 8th. Riley Herbst 9th. And Ross Chastain almost got top 10, but he fell to 11th. And Justin Haley grabbed the 10th place finish. So that will wrap up my race review for tonight's race. Oh, and I forgot to mention another thing. Tonight was the return of Elliott Sadler. Yep, Elliott Sadler. Actually, I have a die cast of him. I'll show. Yes, that's right. My man, Elliott Sadler, was back in the driver's seat for the first time since his retirement from full-time racing last year. It was nice to see him back in the car. He was driving the 10 car, the other car for Colleague Racing. He was in and out of the top 10 all day, but he ended up finishing 12th. At least he had a good good night and a good race. Excuse me. Yeah, I would give this race I would give this race I would give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And yeah, that's just me. I just giving my personal thoughts and how I rate the race. Oh, and another thing, Noah Gregson, who finished second here in Richmond in the spring race last year, came second last year, but tonight he did okay until he got turned by Kaz Grala, and looked like he and Kaz Grala had a little incident during the race. But hey, it's a racing deal. He'll get over it. He probably did by now, but anyways, great race overall. My man Cole Custer won again, fourth time in his career. Nice to see Elliott Sadler back, and I guess that's all I have to say. Anyways, that will wrap up my video for today. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to my videos and my channel. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. With that, peace.